Alright, now let's get on to the Eastern Conference playoffs. Granted, every team, unlike the West, didn't win 50 games, but still going to be some pretty interesting basketball because after all, you got LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Dwight Howard still out in the East. But Cleveland got the best record in the league, again, for the second straight season. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because we all know how that ended last year. But they're playing the Bulls. Should be entertaining, but the Bulls are no match for the Cavs, man. It should be entertaining with Derrick Rose. They usually keep those playoff series tight. They played Boston last year really tight, but I don't know if they'll have the same firepower as they did against Boston last year. So they kind of stumbled in. They had to play their way in, so they know what it's like to play. Be ready to go one and done. But we'll see how it goes, man. I mean, I personally don't think it's going to be much of a matchup because I think they're too beat up, and Derrick Rose can only do so much. But that Shaq thing is the thing that's interesting the most. If he's healthy, they'll run away with it. If he's not, then those games may be a little tight. But I still got Cleveland in 5. But the sexiest series out of all of them, the sexiest one, is that Bucks-Hawks series. That's going to be running all day, man. But at the end of the day, the Hawks just have too much firepower, man. And with Bibby running the show, I don't know if Brandon Jennings is ready to see what Mike Bibby can do in the playoffs, man. This dude is ridiculous. He really should be Boston when Boston won that championship a few years ago. But we'll see what happens. It's his first experience in the NBA in the playoffs because we all know, if you follow Brandon Jennings overseas and all the stories you heard about him during the regular season, him and Earl Boykins, they played in the championship for an overseas title. So it's not like he's not used to playoff atmosphere, but the NBA is a little bit different and it's a little bit better and faster. So I'm going to see how he reacts to it, man. It's going to be interesting, but at the end of the day, man, got the Hawks in 6 because I just think there's too much, man. I don't think Milwaukee's going to go into Atlanta and take one. If they take one, then they may have a shot, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get one in Atlanta, and I got Atlanta in 6. But this Boston-Miami series, big time toss-up, man. I really don't know which way to lean on this one. Miami match is a bit of a matchup problem because they're fast at every position, with the exception of probably Jermaine O'Neal. But Boston has the experience to play at that pace for at least one series. Granted, they're getting old, but they got all the names that you need when it comes to the playoffs, man. You got Paul Pierce. Of course, we all know he's getting old. Ray Allen, he's getting up there. KG, he has to stay healthy and stay on the floor because I think he's probably one of the main reasons Boston may end up winning this series. But when Rajon Rondo has to carry you, I don't think he can carry you all the way to the championship. And Dwayne Wade really looks like to be on a mission, man. That rest for those 1 or 2 games that he had, he's been on a tear lately to finish the year. He's averaged just a little over 25 points, and he's rested and ready to roll, man. That dude can explode for 40 at any time. That's not to say that Paul Pierce and Ray Allen can't do it, but Dwayne Wade, man, I think he just presents such a problem for Ray Allen because Ray Allen's a step slower, as we all know, and he likes to sit out on that 3-point line. But Dwayne Wade's going to make you work. He's going to get you to the glass. He's going to draw fouls. He's going to get contact. So I don't know, man, but the point guard matchup is an interesting one as well because you got Rajon Rondo and Carlos Arroyo. Yeah, I said Carlos Arroyo. I mean, but if Carlos Arroyo can somehow keep Rajon Rondo from dishing off those assists, if he can stay in his grill all day, he can't hit an open jumper to save his life. If he can force Rondo to shoot the ball, Miami has a good chance to win. But I don't know, man. My prediction, I hate to do it, I got Boston in 7 because at the end of the day, Game 7 is going to be in Boston, and I don't know if Miami can go up there and beat them. The most interesting series on it. The most interesting. I saved this one for last for a reason. That Charlotte Bobcats. Congratulations to the Charlotte Bobcats and the Michael Jordan-owned Bobcats. They made the playoffs for the first time in that franchise's history. Not talking about the Hornets. That's completely different. The Bobcats, the first playoff series ever. Congratulations to them. But Orlando better not take this squad lightly because they will lose if they lighten up on this squad. So they better come to play every night, man. Charlotte gets a chance for the first time to actually really play in the national spotlight. So you got the ESPN coverage, the ABC coverage, and all that other great stuff. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, Ray Felton and Jameer Nelson should be fun, man. They're two quality, solid point guards running the show. They don't lose games for you, but they can't. They're pretty much the same type player. They just don't lose games for you. They're pretty much the same player. I'll say that. I'm kind of sorry about the saying wrong, but they're pretty much the same player. It's hard to take an advantage on that one because I like them both. But the big thing is, can Charlotte stop Dwight Howard, man? Tyson Chandler is good, but Dwight Howard is so much bigger and broader. Yes, I'm wearing a baseball shirt. Yes, he's bigger and broader, and he's getting that offensive game down just a little bit. That hook shot still kind of freaks me out a little bit, but it's starting to fall for him. And if they have to double team Dwight Howard all day, this team set an NBA record for hitting threes in the season. I think it was something ridiculous like 841. That's stupid. All right, so if they have to double team Dwight Howard, or like for a majority of the game or the series, they may not stand a chance and they may get run out of the gym. But that's one thing that you're going to have to worry about, man. Charlotte's going to be in every game, I think, but the talent is better in Orlando. I mean, Vince Carter is adjusting to, they're starting to click with Vince Carter and Matt Barnes. They're clutch at every position. Rashard Lewis is a matchup problem for whoever's on him, because he can shoot the three, or he can back you down, or he can drive if you're big. Congratulations to Charlotte, but I'm sorry, your series ends here. It's going to be Orlando in 6, and then I think, unfortunately, we're going to see that Cleveland-Orlando series again in the conference finals. But this time, I think I got LeBron coming out, man. I mean, Jameson's going to be a big matchup, is a big addition for them, and I think that's why that may get them to the finals, man. So we'll see what happens. Watch all of them. I'll probably talk with y'all on Sunday, see how things turn out. All right, peace.